This is the Boston Celtics news feed for Saturday, January 5th, 2019. Reporting from Boston, Massachusetts, I'm Corey Prescott for CLNS Media, the leading online provider of audio-video coverage of the NBA's winningest franchise. The Boston Celtics didn't miss a beat last night in its 114-93 win over the Dallas Mavericks, despite missing starters Kyrie, Irving, and Marcus Morris. The Celtics assisted on 35 of its 42 made field goals, just a few nights removed from assisting on 34 of its 45 made field goals during their win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brad Stevens called on his team's ability to take the right shot as a key factor in scoring so efficiently.
One of our issues last year was we were a lower assist to field goals made team than we've been for a lot of the last few years. So we've really tried to emphasize that all year, and we've had multiple 30 assist games, and our averages are way up, and the assist to field goals percentage is way up. So that's all positive. Even when we were struggling at the beginning, we had some high assist games. When we shoot those really tough ones that are not potentially assisted, that's when we get in trouble if we string a bunch of those together. We had a couple of those tonight, but for the most part, everybody was in a good rhythm and playing well together and seeking out the right shot, and we just got to keep doing that as much as possible.
Leading the way in the assist brigade were Gordon Hayward and Al Horford, who each collected 8 assists apiece. Hayward, in particular, appears to be regaining strength and confidence as he just missed his first career triple-double during Friday's win. He also collected a season-high 35 points during Wednesday's win against Minnesota. Hayward isn't close to the athletic wing he was in Utah, but if you compare his game now to the season's earlier stages, there's a noticeable difference. He's getting in the mix for loose balls, attacking off the bounce and off the pick and roll, and is stronger going toward the hoop. All in all, the benefits of playing with a deep and talented roster have paid dividends over these last couple of games. 9 players made contributions during Friday's win, including Terry Rozier, who only connected on 2 baskets, but dished out 7 assists and let the game come to him. Rozier and Jaylen Brown, who's looking better by the game, have been the more notable victims of Boston's well-rounded roster. With Kyrie Irving and Marcus Morris back soon, how will Brown and the rest of the Celtics rotation play itself out? On the other side, the Dallas Mavericks and Dirk Nowitzki came into the TD Garden in a fight with about 2/3 of the tough Western Conference for a playoff spot. Nowitzki, in what is likely his last season in the NBA as he hands the reins off to rookie sensation Luka Doncic, was given a standing ovation as he checked in last night. The future Hall of Famer also came into last night's game just 1 point shy of Kobe Bryant for most points scored in the TD Garden as a Western Conference player. Dirk went scoreless throughout the majority of the contest, and with a game in hand late in the fourth quarter, Celtics fans broke out a "We Want Dirk" chant to get him back in the game, to which head coach Rick Carlisle obliged. Unfortunately for all parties involved, Nowitzki couldn't connect on a jumper, even against a Celtics defense that wasn't putting up much of a resistance. I think Brad Stevens summed it up best following the game, saying, "I've rooted for an opponent to score 2 times in my life, Paul Pierce and Dirk Nowitzki." According to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski and Ramona Shelbourne, the waters in Philadelphia may be choppy. New acquisition Jimmy Butler has reportedly challenged head coach Brett Brown in a disrespectful way regarding Butler's role in Philadelphia's offense. The reported altercation came during a recent film session in Portland that some felt went beyond normal player-coach discourse. Brown, in his 6th season as head coach of the 76ers, had no issues with the exchange and considered it within the confines of the relationship he's developed with Butler. Sixers ownership has been committed to making the big three of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Butler work, especially with Butler's free agency this summer. Reminder here that today's newsfeed is brought to you by Action Heat. Action Heat makes the world's best battery-heated clothing. Heat on demand at the touch of a button. Stay toasty and warm throughout all your outdoor activities this winter. Action Heat makes the perfect holiday gift, and we've got a special deal for our listeners to save 20% off your entire order. Just go to actionheat.com/newsfeed to check out everything Action Heat has to offer. That's actionheat.com/newsfeed, or use the coupon code newsfeed at checkout to save 20%. Action Heat, control your environment. Follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media, as well as at Celtics CLNS, and be sure to head to clnsmedia.com. Subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS mobile podcast app. This has been Corey Prescott for Celtics Newsfeed.